Hello, solo journeyer and creative. I wanted to hop on today to share with you the three narratives, or rather myths, that a lot of us believe around limiting our options to maybe just one opportunity. So, the first one is, hey, Victoria, if I limit my options, it's going to lead to less opportunities and I'm going to get less work. Here's why this is a myth. There are so many opportunities and projects and things that you can do out there. And when you're a jack of all trades, you're almost the master of none. And the most important thing for any career, for building a project, for putting a team together is your network. It's the people that you know. And when you cannot clearly define what it is that the work that you're wanting to do, the project you want to put out there, whether it's also the career path you want to build for yourself, when you cannot clearly communicate that with other people, it becomes harder for other people to help you in return. Let me give you an example. I want to be a theater artist. I also live in Chicago. Great. There are over 250 producing companies in Chicago at any given time. That doesn't necessarily limit the options out there. And so anytime I meet another theater artist, they're not going to know who to connect me with. They're not going to know which theater I'm actually interested in, because that's not very specific when there's over 250 producing companies. That number gets even larger when you start talking about the internet realm. Now, I have a friend of mine who has really narrowed down her focus, and she's like, you know what? I really want to do anime voiceover. Brilliant. It's not that she's not going to say no to some other projects that pop up, but that's her focus. That's what she really wants to do. And the second she says anime voiceover, I'm like, okay, brilliant. Now I know whenever I come across somebody in that world, I should connect the two of them, because that's something that she wants to do. See the power there? The second narrative is that I need to pay my dues and say yes to every single opportunity in order to even grow my network and to also build up my resume. This is true to a point. So especially if you've just graduated, especially if you're new to a field, there's a lot of learning involved, and there's a big, big learning curve. And dabbling, taking smaller projects, saying yes to opportunities is really, really important, because it is going to help you learn. However, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, if you're still saying yes to every single opportunity that comes your way, just because you're hoping it's going to look good on your resume, or you're hoping that it's going to be that magic ticket to some bigger and better work, chances are it's not as magical as you think it's going to be. So you're probably at the point where you need to start being more strategic about what you say yes to. And that brings me to the third myth or narrative that you might really deeply believe in. And that's, if I'm not out there hustling and showing up every single day, then I'm not going to get anywhere. Again, this is true to a point. You have to show up. You have to put your face out there. You have to meet new people. That's the way that this industry, this creative industry, works. However, there's a lot of people. There are a lot of networks. There are a lot of communities. There are a lot of people doing a ton of different things. And if you're not strategic about it, if you don't start limiting those options down, you're going to get burned out in the process. And what's worse, you might not even find the community that you actually gel with really, really well. So if you're struggling with any of these narratives, with any of these thoughts, I'd love to hear from you and know, what are the thoughts that really plague you, that come up for you when you think about limiting your options and choosing one path? I hope you're doing okay, creative. I'm here for you if you ever need me. Bye, guys.